Hey there folks, back at you with another video. Today we're working on the 79 Chevy K20 with the Cummins swap. We got a bunch of ball joints done. Let me show them. They were in pretty bad shape. So, and this one here was just, it was horrific. So we got those in. Got the bottom ones torqued down to 70 foot-pounds. Then the nut that goes on the inside, 70 pounds, and then the top one with 100 foot-pounds of torque. So we got that all torqued down. I still have to tighten that one up. We got a bunch of new stuff. This here is not new, but newish. Got me some brackets off my red truck. I'm going to use them on this truck because I want to add an extra fuel tank. Right now I got just one 20-gallon fuel tank, and I'm going to mount this on the other side, passenger side, and then we're going to have 40 gallons, so then we can finally get somewhere. These were pretty rusted. This was all rusted out and gone. And it's not pretty, but it'll work. I put me a new plate in there, got that all welded up, cleaned up. That bolt broke off, so I got a new bolt on there, got that all ready to go. And well, I thought I had a fuel tank, but it had a bunch of little pinholes in it. So here we go. Just got me a new one from Jegs, and then let's see here if I can get this one to open up. We're gonna have to install ourselves a sump. So yes, I'm gonna drill a hole in a brand new fuel tank, and we'll take you on the journey there with you on how we're gonna do that. I'm going to make that very, very simple, so it's not complicated. No switches involved, no nothing. And then we got rough country 2-inch lift to install with new shocks. We got shocks and blocks for the rear. Radiator coming for this, and new cooler lines for the transmission. So we got a very long list of stuff to do on this here truck. So here we go. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. Let's get past the intro. Let's get into this. Alright guys, installing the springs right now. And I hate to do stuff twice, but here we are, doing stuff twice. We do it nice because we do it twice, right? Rough Country, El Cheapo Summit Racing. They sit identical. Well, look at this. That spring there sits nice and straight and flush. You see that? Barely a bend in it. Look how much this thing is curling over. You see that right there? I don't know if it picks up on the camera, but right there, it's bending really horrific. This spring pack here from Rough Country is flexing a lot more, and I want to say it's at least an inch, if not more, difference in how much the deflection is right there compared to the El Cheapos from Summit Racing. I'm going to turn the light on right here. See that one there sits just nice and straight. Like I said, and over there, I mean, they flex like it's out of style. So, and these are only 3 springs, and the Rough Country are 4 leaves, and like I said, the El Cheapos from Summit are 3 leaves. Well, yeah, so rough countries are coming back out. And we're putting the El Cheapos Summit Racing ones back in. They are much better. They don't deflect near as much, and they actually give you a lift. The rough countries say they're 2-inch lift, because like I said, if you sit them right next to one another, right there, they sit identical. But the Summit Racing one right here, it doesn't flex near as much. So if you want to create a lift, well, that's not giving you much of a lift now, is it? If you ask me, I feel that's almost close to stock instead of your 2-inch lift, because I'm not getting a lift out of that. When I had it on there, it actually sat lower, so by at least 1 inch, if not more. So yeah, buyer beware. Rough country is not all what it cracked out to be. I bought the whole set, or the whole kit, from Rough Country. I'll post a picture of the kit that I bought right now. But yeah, shit. So now I got to do everything twice. So those Rough Country springs come back out. I'm going to put the Summit Racing springs back in. Already done the passenger side, so now we got to do the driver's side and finish that up. And then we're going to see how she sits. I did put the new shocks in. I have one here that was but on its way out for sure. But yeah, you can tell that one there is completely collapsed. So that will definitely help with a smoother ride. So anyway, I'm going to finish out the front and I'll bring you back, and then we'll see what we need to do in the rear. So here we go. All right. That's the old drag link. That's the new one. Got that all installed. Now, got the steering wheel sitting pretty straight, as you can tell. Now once you go down the road, you may have to do a final adjustment, but this steering wheel is still sitting a little crooked, so I'm going to adjust that here with this. See what we have now. Oh, that's too much. I need to go the other way. Let's do it like that. Oh, almost. Look at that, steering wheel sitting straight. So if you ever wonder how you set your steering wheel straight on these trucks, you do that right here with the drag link. So all right, one thing I'll have to do yet is put the cotter pins in it and tighten these puppies up. I got a bunch of never sees in there, and right now the slot is pointing downwards, so that should help drain the crud out of it, hopefully. And put a bunch of never sees on there. So okay, all right, so we're gonna get this done. I'm gonna put this wheel on, then we're gonna see how she sits, and then we're gonna go to the rear. So here we go. All right, we got the front all put back together. All kinds of new stuff in there. That's all done. Working on the rear right now. These blocks were tapered. You know, if you got tapered blocks like that, the lower end needs to go to the front and the taller end needs to go to the rear. And you gotta make sure you set this on center with the bolt that comes through the spring, through the leaf pack. So we got this all done on both sides. I got the old U-bolts here. These were just so rusty. I just loosened them up with the big Milwaukee impact, and as much as I could, and then I just cut them in half, and you can basically take it all apart in one fell swoop. And the same thing here, got that all done. So we're getting ready to start on the shocks, and then yeah, I'm gonna go from there. So we'll be right back. All right, ran into another little problem right here. You see the notches on this one? Yeah, don't mind the damage. It didn't want to come out. Them notches, and if you look at this one here, you see the difference? The notches are there for the supports. Give me 1 second here. Right here. See that? So, and they don't fit. So you're gonna have to grind them down in order to make the shocks work. So keep that in mind. It's supposed to be, you know, basically just plug and play, but it's most definitely not. So there you go. All right, I got the other side done, finishing up this side, and we'll be right back. Well, here she is in all her glory. We had a 2-inch block in the rear, and yes, I know you don't supposed to add any blocks in the front, but I did add a 1-inch metal block that I made myself. The biggest reason is I needed clearance on the pumpkin, because if I would hit a railroad track a little too hard, it would slab right up against that cross member right there. So, and I definitely got me a lot more room now, so I'm really happy with the way this turned out. If this is going to be the way it's going to be, then I'll probably wind up laying a tack welt right there on those blocks. So yeah, I think it came out pretty good. I think she's looking pretty slick the way it sits now. She's, like I said, she definitely sits a little taller. And got some new shocks on there. These are still the rough country shocks, or springs I should say. As you can tell, did not use them. You know, I'm not impressed with rough country at all. The fitment, like in the rear with the shocks, that was pretty sad. And then the amount these flex, I mean, that's just horrific. Like I said, because putting those in with an inch block would sit just the same way as originally, so that's why I went back to the cheaper Summit Racing leaf pack for the front and added that 1-inch block in there. So but yeah, I got more clearance now, and like I said, she still doesn't sit too tall. I did not want to do like a 4-inch lift kit or anything like that. I like stock. I like the stock way it sits stock, and maybe a 2-inch lift so it sits a little taller. But that's, for me, that's where I kind of like to keep it. So, and I think we got that. We got that accomplished with this thing. We have more stuff coming up. Yep, that's going to go into that Chevy. Yep, that's going to go in there as well. I'm going to add 20 extra gallons to that truck so I can carry 40 gallons of fuel. Because right now I got only one 20-gallon fuel tank, and yeah, I need more. And then the cooling on the radiator needs to be, yeah, I need to up the quality on that. Right now during summertime, it's not too bad, like pulling a hay wagon or something like that, meaning you're not going really fast, like 20-25 mile an hour. It just gets a little bit on the hot side, like 200 degrees, and transmission gets a little too hot. So and what I was thinking is just put a full aluminum Dodge radiator fan in there, or radiator in it, and then maybe add a pusher fan to it on the front side. So yeah, so stay tuned, more to come on this truck. So here we go, we got this done. I need to go get some hay for the horses and for the goats that we have. So I need to skedaddle. So please like and subscribe, helps the channel out a lot and don't cost nothing. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.